Going on, guys? How's it going? So I think we found a little bit more arbitrage in the market with commander decks, and I got a little bit of which I think, and you probably think too, like a little bit of exciting news about this new website that I have the pleasure of alpha testing. I really appreciate that, but I want to test the sort of similarities between the website actual prices, and we'll go in and we'll look at the actual website itself. It's going to be a great tool for stores and retail customers like yourself to use to, like, let's say you want to sell some things, you want to do something, you want to sell some cards, whatever. It's going to be a good tool. It takes out the fees for direct. It takes out the fees for if you use sort your products. It takes out all those fees and gives you a sort of a number that, you know, tells you if the deck's profitable or not. But we're gonna do this with what did I just buy? I forgot what I bought. What did I just buy? Oh, Brothers War Commander decks. So we're gonna do it with that and see if it's kind of on the money, and we'll see how it works. We'll jump in to the actual website, look around on it. I have permission from the developer to do this. Just you tell me in this video what kind of tools that you would like to see on this website, because I know probably the developer is going to be, you know, monitoring the comments to see what that they could add to the website to make it better, because it's very, you know, it's just starting off now. It's very limited in products, but I could see the future potential in this website and how it could be implemented and used in like everyday operations for game stores or anything like that to sort of detect value in products. Alright, so the Brothers War opening is going well. This is how I process it. So each stack is 11 commander decks of the same one. So this is how I process it, because only 11 could fit in the sorter at once. You sometimes can get 12 depending on the, you know, the land base or whatever. You know, the double face tokens I sort by hand because the machine has a problem picking them up, as well as the basic lands. I do it by hand because it's easy. While that's going, do two things at once. And the packs over there. So this is what we got so far. So the Mishra one got around 6,700 in value out of 50 displays, and out of the what's the other one? Urza, I guess. Yeah, $6,345 in value. That's not including tokens. What else? Tokens, lands, face cards, and the packs. And we paid for all of this around 6,000, I think, or a little less, 5,800, I think. Let me switch over the camera so don't mind the band-aid. I cut myself shaving because I'm in such a rush always. So you know, it's around 13,000, not including any of that other smaller stuff. That's pretty on point with what the website said. I know I'm filming this out of order because I don't know how I'm gonna edit it yet, but it's looking pretty good, man. Commander decks, especially when they lower the sale price on them, it's pretty good. Let's keep working. All right, so several days have passed. I kind of put it off because the Lord of the Rings pallet shipment showed up and it was all hands on deck. So all said and done, 50 displays of it was $13,400 $435 in value. Now that's every single card, not just cards above 25 cents like the website averages in with the expected value. So, we'll take that in consideration once we jump onto the website and take a look. I calculate my fees at around 33%. I usually do a little high on the high end. I know a lot of people are saying that's low. People do like 36 or 40%, but once you have a kind of sizable amount of inventory in direct and SYP, it kind of, skews that a little bit more towards a favorable side. So like sometimes I'll even get, my fees down to around 26%, 25% even. I've had some payments even as low as like 22 or 21%, which is like the best. But that's when you're just pumping it out, like everything you sell on TCG Direct, SYP, all that other stuff. Once you start selling the higher end cards, your average ticket sale price goes up. So once your average ticket sale price goes up, then the fees get more favorable. If you're selling all $1, $2 cards, you're paying 50%. So you got to feed the beast. That's what you got to do. You got to just keep putting in. So the fees were about, I do 33%, very conservative for, errors, fraud, scam, whatever, the extra 3%. So normally it's around 30% I do. I put an extra 3% on there for errors on my part, errors on, people that ship for me's part, fraud, missing stuff, all sorts of stuff. So comes to $4,433 in fees. Now, minus that from the actual value of the cards, that's oh shit, I didn't write that down. Anyway, that's around $9,000 and change. So minus our purchase price, which was around $6,000, we purchased 50 displays. 9,000 minus 6,000, that's around $3,000 in profit. I should have did a little better with this math here. But anyway, you get the idea. It's around $3,000 in profit. Now that's every single card if every single card sells, which, every single card won't sell. They might. I list everything, not just a certain card under a certain value. I list every single card that comes out of that sealed product, gets listed, gets put into SYP, and anything that SYP doesn't take, I list myself here. So that's around $3,000 in profit. Almost choked on my gum and died. So it's pretty favorable. Let's say, all right, knock 1,000 off of the profit out of the cards that won't sell, which is astronomically high. That's not going to happen. Maybe it's like, the lower, really low value cards won't sell. But for the most part, everything does sell eventually. That's around $3,000. Sure, price fluctuations can happen. This took me 50 displays, took me around, I did it alone. I wanted to see how long it would take me to do it absolutely alone. It did take me a while because I have to run the store, I have to do other things, so there's only a small window I could do this in, which is like from 9 in the morning till around 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So it's only a few hour window where I'm solely working on this, and it took me 3 days to do. Now, if you just do, like, you're gonna do this throughout a weekend, you have the whole time for yourself, you can knock it out in a weekend super easy from start to finish and have your stuff not listed, but have your stuff getting ready for your SYP shipment and everything like that. Sure, I have some robotics to help me with sorting. You might have to do a smaller scale or just figure out a way. There's always a way. Like I say, if it was easy, everyone would do it, but it's not easy. But for a few days work and potentially $3,000 in profit, it's a no-brainer really for me. There's not really much margins out there like this right now. You got to scout for clearance deals. You got to scout for all these deals, and it's out there. So I'm gonna go with this data that I have for myself. Jump on the website, take you over there, and see how much it meshes with my data. All right, so let's go to the computer and we'll see what's going on. Again, sorry for the sound. I'll try and fix the sound this time. I know it was a little like, right now I have crispy sound because I have, a nice fancy Rode mic and a nice camera. On my PC, I have a fancy setup, but it's not really that fancy. I have a good setup, but I'm not a live streamer, guys. I sell cards, so bear with me. All right, let's go to the computer. All right, so this is the website. It's called Moxalpha.com, and it's geared heavily towards like people who sell product and and not collect or play. This is probably geared towards sellers. It can be used for like collecting purposes and stuff like that, but once you sign in and go through all the process, you'll see it does a lot for sellers, more than collectors. Not saying you can't use it, but it's geared for sellers. So this is in very early alpha. There's not many products that are on it right now. It's pretty much starting from, I would say, Kamigawa and up. So not really many things. Very, very early alpha. So here's the sealed product tab right here. So we have booster boxes and we have pre-constructed decks. It has price changes, watch lists, expected value right here. Now you could check certain things. Oh, they added more stuff. Okay, cool. So yeah, they're constantly adding more stuff. Last time it stopped, I forget. I don't think it was Theros or Ikoria even. I don't even think Zendikar Rising was there. So anyway, like you see, sometimes the data might be skewed. I think this is a little skewed, the Unfinity Draft, because everyone would be opening that. But let's go to what we opened. So let's go to the constructed decks. Now we were opening Brothers War. We got Mishra and Urza. Now you have to remember that two decks of each come in a display. So here we go. All right. So now the TCG player fee analysis. So cards value less than 25 cents according to TCG player market price at the time of the analysis are ignored. As you can see right here, reading the screen. And it tells you like abnormally high price cards you should double check because sometimes the data might be a little scrambled. Direct total, it gives you the amount for direct total. Direct total is calculated by subtracting the fees on the EV of the simulated box. So right here, it's telling me I could potentially get $30.83 after fees per deck. So right now, times that by 4, that's $120 per display, which is good. Sort total. Now, the sort feature is if you did none of the work. You opened it and literally put it in a box, sent it to TCG player and said, here, your problem now. You sort them. Now, there's sort fees that come into that, and that's why it's a lot lower, well, $5, because TCG player is doing all the work and sorting them for you. I don't really recommend it doing that with like sealed product. You could do that with like big collection buys, but for sealed product, the margins are very small that there's really not much room for that to do. So, sales velocity. Now, sales velocity is a report on daily sales. So this number is 0 because literally no decks sold today. The last deck that was sold was on the 10th, followed by the 7th. Low volume. Low volume on the decks, high volume on the singles. Now, another thing you got to take into the equation is all the singles above $3. There's not that many. So the fees on this are going to be relatively higher than a normal, let's say, sealed product because of the fees that you incur once you sell something that's less than $3. So the fees are going to be a bit higher. If you're just doing this one single product, yes, your fees will be a little higher. Your fees might be up there 36, 38%. But once you do this, then you do another, then you do another, then you do another. Now you have a vast inventory to choose from. So your average ticket price, your average sale, that's what I mean by ticket price, your average sale will be a little higher because you have more cards, more variety, more people are going to buy stuff. It's kind of simple. But I do get a lot of flack when I say that fees are a little lower than the average person. Sure, if you're selling on direct and you're doing one product and then taking a break for 4 months, 5 months, your fees are going to be 40, 50%, of course. But if you're doing this consistently on a weekly basis, even like bi-weekly, you're going to be doing okay with the fees because, believe me, they will get better. The first time you do it, you're going to be like, oof, man, I don't know if it was really worth it. The second time you do it, you're going to be like, oh, fees are a little better. Fourth time you do it, you're going to be like, oh, wow, the fees are getting even better. Fifth time, so on and so forth. It's exponential growth with the fee ratio. Take that into consideration. Okay, so it has all the singles here. You scroll down, you can see all the prices. Now, if you want, you can click it just to double check. $3.62. $2.99. Okay, a little off. It gives the market price, but whatever. It's okay. Now you could price it at $3.62, but the low velocity on this single is going to tell me that you got to price it at $2.99. Perfectly fine. Let's do $4.03. Now this is all market price data. $4.13, a little higher. Some cards will be a little higher. Some cards will be a little lower, depending on the day, depending on the sales velocity, depending on everything. As you can see, TCG Player Direct, higher demand single, gets higher pricing. Okay, let's go to another. Just checking. This one, let's check it out. $3.91 is at $3.94. Not too much, a little bit higher. Sure, it will fluctuate on the day, on the pricing, but your pricing will vary on the day. So as you can see, the Gaming Co. always has a tremendous amount of stock. There's no business fighting with everyone on prices. Just match people. It's no big deal. The cards will sell. If you need to make your money back in a week, you shouldn't be doing this. This is a slow dime, not a fast nickel. So this is something that it's not like moving a brand new set. Brand new sets move so quick, so quick. Sales velocity is insane. With commander decks and things like this, it's a little slower. So basically that's it. Let's go to another one. $1.50, whatever. Let's check it out. $1.35, a little lower, but who's got the most stock? $1.35, him. Okay, so a little lower, but it's all right. We still have our data. We're going to compare it to this data and see where we're at. 76 cents, 56 cents. Oh, that's me. Why am I at 56 cents? Am I Yeah, I'm matching the Gaming Co. Probably. Am I? Yeah, I am. Okay. All right. So wait, is that me? That's not me now. Was it me? I'm so confused right now. Now it's me. It's weird. I went to the second page. It wasn't me. Now it's me. So, okay. As you can see, the data hasn't caught up yet because the market price is a little higher because these decks were on clearance. They're pushing out a lot. So, like I said, the data will be a little bit high because of price fluctuations and everything like that. It could be 5, 10%, but sometimes singles go higher. So you know the deal. Singles go higher, singles go lower. It's a fluid market, blah, 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 blah. We're just going with the data I have right now. All right. So what do we got? Market price 33.27, low price 30.94, mid price 43.99, high price 69.99. I don't even look at these prices right here. I pretty much look at low and market price. Market price is kind of a better barometer to direct, even though sometimes market price can be a little higher than direct or a little lower. It varies 5 to 10% either way. But even if it's 5 to 10% either way, you're still making money on this. So it's not really a big deal when you see something like, what did we look before? Let's see, $3.06. And it's really, oh, it's more. Soul Ring. Let's see, $2.71. $2.65. Not really a huge deal because, you know, some singles are higher, some singles are lower. All right. Now, this one, what do we got? What is this one? Urza. Urza's Iron Alliance, $28.73 per display. All right. Now, we'll just check some singles on this. Again, same deal. It's got all the sales on here. Sales velocity is 0 because the decks aren't selling. So that's why the singles in the decks are kind of getting a little lower. So $5.19. He has one in stock. Let's see what the next highest price is. $5.19 Gaming Co. Okay. All right. So 2 cents higher. Yay. $4.14. Let's see what we got here. $4.38. A little higher. See? It all averages out. Not a big deal. Now the sales velocity on these singles, let's check that out. That's the important thing, the sales velocity on the singles, which are pretty good. I would like you guys to comment about like what features you would like to see on this website, because the developer is probably going to be watch this video, and they're probably going to take some of the data that you guys want and put into the website. I would like to see sales velocity on singles. That would be beautiful, not just the product. So like maybe a column here with velocity as well. That would be amazing. I'm not sure how complicated that would be. It might be complicated. I have no idea. So let's check the sales velocity on this. We know it's going to be high. It's probably going to be selling 20 to 30 singles a day. Let's check it out. Today, let's go on the... Well, not really. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4 today. It's 1 o'clock. Okay, the 10th. The 10th was a Saturday. That's a good thing to look at on a Saturday. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. So not a ridiculous amount, but not a low amount. You'll sell 50 of these a week, which is good. So let's check. This might be pretty. Soul Ring, of course, is going to be like a really good high velocity item. I think I was wrong just then. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Around 10, 15. We got on the 10th. We got 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19. All right, 19. So that's good. That's high velocity, in my opinion. Mid to high. All right. Now, the math. Let's do the math. So, it's saying that, I canceled that one out. Let me start fresh over here. There we go. There's Alliance. Okay, so it's saying $30. We're just going to round up with numbers. So we'll do $31 times that by how many decks do we get? So we got 50 displays times this by 100, because there's 2 of these in each display. So times by 100 equals, $3,100. All right. Now, what do we got? This one, 28.73, we'll say 29 times 100, which is $2,900. Now we paid $6,000 for everything. Now I see what you're saying. Rob, you broke even. Congratulations. Not really. It doesn't calculate any cards under 25 cents, which between me and you is majority of the sales volume. If you've been selling anything for any period of time, you know that. It does also calculate the fees to be, I believe, 30 something percent. I forget. Let's go to this. It's going to go to sealed product, Martian machine. This is the booster boxes now. So EV right here. Yeah. So EV stands for the estimated value. It's calculated by using third-party blah, blah, blah. Can't really read. To simulate the contents of 36,000 booster packs, representing 10,000 booster boxes. Cards valued less than 25 cents do not get added in. So it's just valuing cards above 25 cents. Now, there's a lot of room with the cards below 25 cents. Now, if you break even, according to this, you're making money. Also, what it doesn't calculate are the little collector packs in there, which I'm not sure if I told you, but we had around $400 in value in the collector packs total. So $400 on top of everything, which ain't bad. So that averages to, so we got 200, around $2 a collector pack, which is every time I open Commander decks, I can always see an extra $2 per Commander deck. Just in the collector packs. I've done this a bunch of times, and it's always the case. Sometimes you get really lucky and you get a really, really big hit, but for the most part, it's around $2 to $2.50 in value in the collector packs, which is good. So let's go back to our thing. Now that's $6,000 in profit. $6,000 flat after fees, which we got after fees 13,000. Let's do the math right here on screen. We got a total value of every single card, by the way, $13,435. Now the fees I calculated at $4,433. Take away $4,433 equals $9,002 in value. They're saying it's around $6,000. So there's around a $3,000 price difference if you sell all the cards or only the cards valued over 25 cents. According to my data, which is a lot. I use this kind of the same data that they use with the Roca. It just goes right through, gets market data, market price, and voila, I didn't mess with anything. It is what it is. This is it. Sure, it could fluctuate, like I say, but when you scroll down and you see it stops right here, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There, like, more than half the deck is under 25 cents. You will sell these cards. These cards will sell. And hey, they might go on a person buying a $20 card, so the fees on these will be a little less. You can't really calculate it. You can't say, oh, these are all going to be 50% under $3, and you can't calculate it like that. But this is a good barometer. In my opinion, if you're breaking even on here, you're making money. Because It's just how it is. And also, it says 30% in fees, by the way. I believe. Let me just double check. I remember looking before. Sealed product. Okay. Booster boxes. I believe it was 30%. Let's see. What do we got? Where is the... I believe they calculated it at 30%. Pardon me, just trying to find it here. Here we go. Okay. TCG player fee analysis. So the average EV, blah, blah, blah. This means EV's 50% of simulated box has an estimated value less than or equal to median EV. Blah, 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 blah. I remember seeing they said 30%, 30.3 or something like that. I could be wrong. But let's see if I could find it. Oh, is this it? Standard deviation? I'm not sure what that means. But I just sell cards. All I know is that I make money on this. That's all I know. I haven't got really a chance to... What the hell? Infinity %. That's a lot. So sometimes, yeah, the data could be a little messed up. It's in early alpha. I just wanted to share it with you. So yeah, it said 6,000, but potentially we're gonna make around $2,000 to $3,000 on this, from my calculation. That's with every card selling. Sure, some won't sell, but for the majority of the part, they will sell later on. Throughout time, you know, it takes time. It's not like instant. That's what's wrong with a lot of people getting into business now, is that they think that everything is instant. Like, I gotta flip it. It's not like that. And that's another reason why a lot of these prices crash so hard, is because everyone's trying to freaking flip it instantly. It's like, relax, man. If, 10 grand is going to break you, you shouldn't have freaking bought it. You should have bought $2,000 or $3,000 worth of it. And you shouldn't be doing it. You just shouldn't be doing it. But I just wanted to show you this very useful tool, in my opinion. It's in early alpha, and I don't have no idea when it'll be available. Maybe you could leave some comments about what you would like to see. I'm sure, as this gets more and more developed, it's going to get more and more fleshed out, more and more features. But for right now, this is what it is. Now, I would love to do if they changed it, like if I wanted to see every single card, I want to see the expected value of everything. I would love that feature, like a little drop-down tab with anything, like something over here, maybe like a little drop-down tab, EV of everything under X, under Y, under, you know what I mean? So we could get an actual expected value of the entire product, which is why my data is skewed on what it is. So, as you could see, guys, I'm just rambling here. We're spitballing. So, I got $3,000 in profit. So, this got, $6,000 in value coming back to me. Now, if more than half the deck is under 25 cents, that could be around $3,000 in value right there. That's where I think the data is skewed on not being able to see what the expected value of the entire deck is. Because if I'm going to be selling these cards, you better believe I'm going to be listing everything. Especially if we're doing SYP, and especially if we're doing direct. We don't have to ship every single card ourselves. So we're going to be selling every single card. So the data is very skewed because of it not having these cards in the equation. Now, all these cards will sell. Me and you know this. Evolving Wilds will sell. This will sell. Soul. They'll all sell. Let's just go to a one that's low on the list and see how many sell. This Battle Priest. See? I mean, they sell 3, 2, 2, 3. I mean, it's going to take a few months to sell out, but they'll sell. Now, are there any on direct even? There's none even on direct. So for right now, TCG Player has a stock out on this. They lost, they don't have any more stock available. So this is something that you would be shipping yourself. Now, when you ship yourself, margins could be a little better because how you ship and how you acquire your shipping supplies. It's so hard to calculate every single card sale and calculate the margins on it. When you mass box open, your profit isn't calculated on every single opening. It's calculated quarter to quarter, year over year. You can't calculate every single opening because some openings you might break even, other openings you might make a ton, other openings you might lose a little bit. But what you can't really calculate is getting your name out there, having a deep stock of inventory of people to shop from, so you get return customers. And once you get the return customers, that's when they're willing to pay a little bit higher for your products because they know that they get a quality product from you, they get good shipping time, they get good whatever. Also, it brings traffic to the store. You'd be surprised. Like people that are shopping on TCG Player, they're like, I want to buy this single, blah, blah, blah. And they look and they're like, oh, who is this guy? Let's just say, wow, this guy has a lot of inventory. Who's this? Blah, blah, blah. Where are they from? Let me check them out. I mean, I doubt this Andy Jack MTG is an actual store. We could look it up. It might just be a fake name, but let's look it up and see. You know how many times I did this when I was a player? Just to check? Yeah, I don't think they're a real store. I mean, they're probably a store, just a different name. Maybe it's one of these guys. Anyway, so that's his website. It's really cool. I like it. It's a little bit different than like MTG stocks. It's more geared towards sellers and stuff like that. But there's so many things here that, you could potentially make money with. So many, especially with the commander decks. It's kind of crazy. It doesn't calculate in, the other stuff, which is, the packs. Also with the booster boxes, it doesn't calculate in set slot or list slot, whatever. So, like, let's say if you're breaking even on this, or like if this is profitable at all, you're making money, man. If you open the set, for sure. Like, it's not even a question. And also, look at this sales velocity on a newer set, 0. People are not buying booster boxes. $89. That person's losing $2 before fees and shipping. Martian Machine, let's say. Sales velocity. Draft. 0. There hasn't been a booster box sale on TCG Player for 2 days. 0. No one buys draft booster boxes anymore. I wish there was a way to calculate list or set booster boxes. If you could do that on this website, man, you'll have something special. I don't know how to do it. I don't know where the actual list cards are, like, the list of list cards are per set, but man, that would be insane. It really would be. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sure it's a little long probably because I've been recording for 28 minutes showing you this stuff. But this is really interesting to me. So if it's interesting to you, that's great. If it's not, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later. Bye.